Hello folks, Stars and Stripes RC here with the Phoenix Models Dolphin, still putting some final assembly on it, doing the cowl, and wanted to kind of show a little bit briefly on how I am able to locate the cowl mount where the screws are to be drilled in to hold it to the plane. In some cases it's plywood, these are plastic, but they stand about 12 millimeters off the firewall, and then the portion the screw goes in is about 10 millimeters as well, as you can see on this one. So what I did was I put a strip of paper on each area where there's to be a screw before I put the cowl on. And so inside, the plastic cowl mount extends to this point. Again, the area that the screws to be drilled into is about 10 millimeters. I measured 10 millimeters back from the leading edge of the paper because there's a 10 millimeter gap between the firewall and the surface where I'm going to be drilling. So hopefully that makes sense, but at any rate, once I've done this part, I mount the cowl and center as much as I can with the prop adapter with the hole in the dummy motor, and then I tape the fuselage in place to hold it. Tape it here, and on each side, so that while I'm drilling the holes for the screws, the cowl doesn't move around on me. So I've got the two screws drilled and in place on this side, and in the process of finishing it up on the opposite side, as you can see, I've actually got the top one done and am fixing to drill the bottom one and put that screw in. So that's kind of how I figure out where to drill through the cowling, so that I'm hitting what I want to when I put the screw in. Again, on some ARFs, you put the cowl on and it's plywood, and in different actual locations of the plane. So the strips would be different than this one, but it's one way of doing this. And so once I put the cowl on and tape it in place, I bring the strip back forward, and I know exactly where to drill the hole. So that's kind of a tip on how I do the cowls on my ARF airplanes when I'm installing them. I want pretty much everything to be centered as much as possible, such as the prop adapter with the hole I cut in the dummy motor, so that it's centered and looks good. So again, that's kind of a tip on how I do it. I'm sure there may be better ways of doing it out there, but this has always worked for me, and I've put together many ARFs. So that, again, cowl installation, Stars and Stripes. Thank you for watching.